I think it's time for us to stop playing the whole who's the number one receiver in the class game. Could Malik Neighbors go before Marvin Harrison Jr.? We need to stop this. At the beginning of this process, at the beginning of this season, there was one man who clearly was the number one receiver prospect this year and one of the greatest receiving prospects that we've had come out in the past 10 years. And that, of course, is Marvin Harrison Jr. Now, I like Malik Neighbors, and I'm going to do a scouting report on him and break him down at some point, but there is a not a stark difference, but rather a rareness to what Marvin Harrison brings to the table as a receiver prospect. While Malik Neighbors is explosive and dangerous, you don't build guys that are 6'4" with the frame that he has, with the ability to lose no speed on his cuts, to run routes as effectively and impactfully as he can, and then his ability as well to make strong, consistent catches. Marvin Harrison, kind of like what I talked about with Brock Bowers, has this well roundedness to him that makes him a rare prospect. And if you draft a prospect of his nature and you take him in the top 5 picks, there is immediate impact potential. Marvin Harrison Jr., we saw, was extremely productive despite having really inconsistent quarterback play, with Kyle McCord trying to figure out his footing as a quarterback for Ohio State, and we know the end of that story. But that to me signifies him as a player. He is so good and so dominant that despite when the rest of the offense is struggling, he still turns out to be the focal point, the alpha dog, the top player. And while I think Malik Neighbors is going to be potentially just as good as a player in the NFL as Marvin Harrison Jr. and could be that good, we know that he didn't have to be the guy every single game. Brian Thomas Jr. was a tremendous receiver for them. And more importantly, Jaden Daniels was an unbelievable distributor for that LSU offense. But Marvin Harrison Jr. still found ways to succeed despite not having somebody who could consistently deliver him the ball in a easily catchable position. And then more importantly, make the decisions to get the ball out quick enough, or also just read that he was the guy that he needed to get the ball to on every given opportunity. And when he did that, Marvin Harrison Jr. flourished. I think that there is so much potential for him to go on to become the best receiver in the NFL, if not a top 5 receiver in the NFL, because of just this rare overall physical profile that he brings to the position. I'd pay close attention to him being that 5th overall pick for the Los Angeles Chargers, which would be a complete home run because you throw him into a spot where you got an established quarterback who knows what he's looking for in receivers, and they're going to connect immediately. And we could see Marvin Harrison Jr. be the offensive rookie of the year because he explodes onto the scene when given the opportunity to truly shine. Comment below, let me know what you think, and we'll be back with more.